Yes, guys. Topic number 4.
Yes, guys.
Yes,
Welcome
guys.
to the Gym Rat Pack as done by Detective Larry.
Yes. Anyway, this is
It was a night like most others.
this is about Peter Safran and James Gunn's plans for DC Studios. Their Chapter 1 slate, as they're calling it. So yeah, this comes to us via IndieWire, and I'll just read you the first paragraph, and I'll go through all the different projects that's coming up. So it says, after weeks of chatter and rumor, DC Studios heads James Gunn and Peter Safran have finally unveiled 10 different projects that compose the first chapter of a long-term interconnected universe of movies and shows based on the DC Comics characters. Among them, New Superman, Batman, Supergirl, and Swamp Thing feature films, as well as new series built around the Green Lantern, the origins of Wonder Woman's birthplace, and one centered around Viola Davis's Amanda Waller character. These new projects, formally unveiled on Tuesday after a Monday press conference and presentation, form part of the DC Universe DCU. Each film and series is currently in various states of development and will either be theatrically released features via Warner Brothers or HBO Max series, set to roll out over a span of 2 to 3 years. These plans follow the release of 4 upcoming DC films still slated for release this year, including Shazam! Fury of the Gods, The Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So now we'll go into each individual project and we'll read what it says about it. So the first one is Creature Commandos. The very first project on the DCU slate is Creature Commandos, an animated show that is already completely written by Gunn, is in production now, and includes characters such as Weasel, Rick Flag Sr., familiar from the Suicide Squad. The show will be cast so that voice actors for this show can portray the characters in subsequent live action projects. And the goal is to be able to tell big stories that can move from animation to live action and back, but do so without spending $50 million per episode on telling such stories. The original DC Comics story followed a military group of superhumans during World War II. Waller is the second one. Viola Davis is reprising her role as Amanda Waller in this series that continues the story of Gunn's Peacemaker. Some characters and actors are being changed out, while other characters will use the same actors, and she will be reunited with the team from Peacemaker. With Gunn at work on writing Superman Legacy, Peacemaker Season 2 will be made following that film, and Waller, Crystal Henry, and Jeremy Carver, Doom Patrol, are writing the series. The third project on the slate is Superman Legacy. Though Gunn previously announced his Superman movie, the film now has a formal title and a tentative release date of July 11th, 2025. Gunn is currently writing the film, and Safran hopes Gunn will be convinced to direct as well, but no director has been set. The feature film is stressed as a true start of the DCU, though the film is not considered an origin story for Clark Kent as Superman. Rather, it focuses on Superman balancing his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way, and he is kindness in a world that thinks of kindness as old-fashioned, Safran said. Lanterns is another one. In development now and featuring both Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan and John Stewart's. Lanterns is described as in the vein of True Detective, but that plays a big role in a larger story. A writer is already attached but was not revealed, and Safran and Gunn have already been meeting with actors to play the roles. Greg Berlanti was previously developing a Green Lantern series, but they agreed to part ways over the direction of the project, and he does not currently have any other DC Studios project in development. Another one is called The Authority, The Authority is a superhero comic originally published by DC Comics under the Wildstorm imprint in 1999, and Nat first appeared as a team of superheroes in the Stormwatch comics. The characters will be integrated into the larger DCU as part of a feature film that branches off from Superman Legacy, and they're a team that takes what they believe is right for the world into their own hands, regardless of the direction of other countries, governments, or heroes. A basic story has already been written, but no writer is revealed. Another one, Paradise Lost. I'm just going to read these projects out now. I'm not going to read them.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Another one is called The Brave and the Bold. Yet another project is Booster Gold. Yet another project is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. That sounds interesting. And then the last one...
What sounds interesting about it?
I read the thing about it. She sounds quite good. She's quite dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not your typical...
No.
It says the take on it is described as a much more hardcore take than audiences are used to seeing from the superhero.
That's what I want to hear now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the last thing on the slate for chapter 1 is Swamp Thing.
Damien.
He's got black and Monday
He's
morning,
got that
apparently.
Swamp Thing vibe. You know, like it just come out of the once did.
Says the man who ain't cut his hair for a week is putting a hat on for a reason. Look at that shit. That's Swamp Thing over there. Look
Look,
at
it looks thick the way I've done it. Look. It looks like I got bare hair. I haven't.
Well,
I look like
Leon,
Damien.
actually, since you like talking, what do you think about all this?
I love talking, and that's why we're here.
Yes.
It sounds exciting.
Mm,
I'm happy to see some stuff and some changes.
finally.
But yeah, that's why when you said that, was it Supergirl? Woman
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I like the sound of just do it different now.
Yes. Yes.
We've done like the girly superhero. Let's get dark.
Let's
and
get
Swamp
dark.
Thing. I remember watching the cartoon of Swamp Thing. Remember Swamp Thing?
it was a movie from the 90s.
And
Yeah,
but that was
I actually, as a kid, I didn't mind it. As a kid.
as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid, yeah.
Look at it now.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But I think you could do a lot with Swamp Thing.
Oh, definitely.
Like without making it like cheesy, stupid.
100%.
But I like the idea of Swamp Thing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So that's lanterns,
Yeah.
exciting.
Really excited
Because
about
I'm
that.
a big fan.
Shame
of,
that they've already met with actors.
Sorry.
Because I could have played Jon Stewart, you know what I mean? But
Wow.
anyway.
But yeah, it just sounds and how like Mr. Gunn is that he's writing, he's doing it all. He's got a lot on.
Well,
that brother must not sleep.
Bro, he's got a lot. If it all crashes, it's on him. So
Yeah, well, rich people problems. If it all crashes, what happens? They pay him off, get out of it.
yeah,
You know, it's win-win.
yeah,
It's win-win. You take me in tomorrow. If I flop, then it's like, give him 5 million, tell him to F off. Oops, yeah. And then I'll do just that. So
well,
that's it. Yeah,
okay.
man.
What's your take on this, Damien?
You know what? I like the fact that all the projects appear to be adult-based projects.
Mm.
I've read them earlier, like even the Batman one, which is the Beyond the Bold one. That's a Batman project where they bring a young.
Oh, is
Robin.
it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're bringing in Robin, which is the version of him where he's actually son. And
Oh,
he's a
yes,
strange
yeah.
And he's like a murderous villain, an assassin who's a murderer.
Mm.
And basically he's bringing it into his idea how to cope with having an estranged son who also happens to be a murderer and almost like a villain in the background. The Supergirl one is apparently she's been stuck on a piece of rock that was left from Krypton. That's what she's grown up on, and she's seen people murdered for the last 14 years. So she arrives at Earth in a very, very different demeanour.
Trauma.
So 14 years of that, so she's like in a very, very different headspace. But all of the projects, they're being smart because Marvel have got the kids. Marvel got the kids.
Yeah.
I think DC need to realise that we've got the adult content over here. We've got the darker characters.
It's more,
All the villains have always been sociopathic dark characters. You've got
And DC, yeah. DC, they're
DC
dark.
have always been
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
Even
I love that.
Even
Joker.
Harley Quinn is like always like you can't have really a light-hearted DC villain. When you think about it, Penguin to a degree, but even
well,
then
when you try and do it, it doesn't work. Like
AKA Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze.
well, not even just the recent one you just mentioned, Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie when she did the Birds of Prey. That was a light-hearted take on it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, you
need
can't
to
do
have
it.
The other one they had. Suicide Squad version.
They need meaning. Bad guys need to be real bad.
Yeah,
With the touch of endearing. I understand why.
Yeah.
I understand why you just went that way. Because we've all been in that time in life where you could have just if you walk that way, it's a dark path. But you stayed there, but I want to be able to relate. It could have happened to me.
This is why
you could have killed my mum, and I could have said, you know what, F the world.
This is why good villains are very few and far between, especially in the Marvel world. But this is why everyone loves Thanos and everyone loves Killmonger.
Yeah,
because they're just fantastic villains. You can empathize. You might not agree with what they're doing, but you can understand why they're doing it, and to a certain degree, you can kind of back them to a certain degree.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So. I get it.
It's a thin line between love and hate.
Yeah. There
There's
you go.
a thin line between love and hate.
So
that's what DC's always had. They've had villains that have got that layer.
The villains are better than Marvels.
Yeah, by far.
Yes.
Like, you've got to look at like Two-Face. I love the villain of Two-Face, and the dichotomy you have of the good guy mixed with the bad guy interwoven in that character, embodied all the time. That's brilliant. And there's so much you can work with.
Right. So just quickly, who's responsible for Darkman?
Darkman.
That's not Legend.
No, I'm just saying, where does that come from? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
Legend.
Darkman.
It was
Like, no, what does it fall under, or is that its
think
own
so.
I
entity?
don't think it was. No. It was Sam Raimi's own creation.
Okay,
Because he's a comic book fan,
So
and
he
he couldn't get a comic book film made at that point.
Yeah,
That was before Spider-Man, so he got him. I love Darkman. I love the
you know, it's
first
just-
one anyway.
Because I was thinking
The
Dark.
others,
The others were a bit iffy, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you could make a killer Darkman right now.
Yeah. But it was his own creation.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not
Because I thought you might know. Oh well, in 1962, you know.
No, it was his own creation because he wanted to do a comic book film for so long, and he just couldn't get any headway.
Couldn't get the rights or something.
Yeah,
Maybe.
so he just decided to do his own one, and I think it might have been off the back of that he got Spider-Man. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, there you go.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
Even
man.
like the Wonder Woman series, they're pitching it as a Game of Thrones take series. So they're going a very dark kind of route with all this.
Yeah.
Well, Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
We don't need to see you in no bikini jumping up and down. We don't care.
Yeah,
We
that's
want to
Paradise
see-
Lost, isn't that one? Yeah. The one that I really want to see is Lanterns.
And even that True Detective-esque.
Yeah.
That's dark.
Yeah.
So,
True Detective.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's and I'm glad it included Jon Stewart because even though Hal Jordan is the original Green Lantern, Jon Stewart is probably most people's favorite, and he's
been pitching it for a long time to get that character out there. So
exactly. Do you know what I mean? And shame they're already seeing actors for it, but you never know.
man.
You never know. You know. But
You might get sick. Understudy.
Yeah, man. But James Gunn, Peter Safran, we out here, man. We out here.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But
Wonder Woman.
We're good in the thong.
It
Apparently.
does. Bikini.
you know
my
what?
ass hair first.
Oh, jeez.
What did he say?
Shave my ass hair first, and you're right.
Oh,
Just gotta be honest with you, people. I gotta be honest.
stop.
But anyway,
Lucky I ain't having already. But the dinner might come up.
Oh boy. Boy. But yeah. Another one that excites me is Waller. I'm actually surprised by that one. That's the most surprising
why
one.
does it surprise you?
Because I didn't expect them to want to. Well, actually, no. It's not surprising knowing it's Gunn, but if it wasn't Gunn, you wouldn't expect that there.
No,
you wouldn't.
You're right.
You wouldn't.
You're right.
You wouldn't.
You should elaborate why.
Because there's no ching chang.
Yeah, there's no pizzazz. There's no. Remember, it's about Waller. It's not any specific superpowered being or. Do you know what I mean?
But then look at what her interactions are. That series is going to be about her interacting with all the superheroes. So it's not going to be like it's just her by itself because her primary skill is how she directs all of these supervillains. So,
but it's still. I get you, but it's still a chance because she's always been a peripheral character in all these films. So they don't know if she's going to hit or not.
But it's a series. It's not a movie. This is the thing.
Is it a series?
It's a series. So if you do it in the right
that's
way,
different. That's different.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
if you do it in the right way,
Yeah, that could,
works.
yeah. And then they could make a movie out of it if it works. Yeah, man. So yeah, that is the chapter 1 Slate, people.
Good old Slate, man.
Yeah, man. They're
Up in the
thinking
levels,
big.
but we said we spoke on Gunn, and that he's going to bring a lot to the table.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you hear what we said about the Flash?
No.
Apparently, he said it's one of the best comic book movies.
Yes,
I've
I
ever seen.
did hear that.
You said
Yeah,
I did hear that.
done.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Then
And
you know it is.
Yeah. Well, bruv, this
We knew it was
because
because
of
that's
all
why they just kept trying to allow Ezra, like, all right, slow down, relax, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be all right, pacify him because they want this to come out.
He still can't. He's still not going to go on a promotional
man,
tour.
he's done
It's
that.
just not, and he's not going to, because I also heard what they said was that they're going to decide on his future as the Flash after the film comes out. Basically saying that's John Campbell said.
Love him
that's
for now.
That's a key word to say you're no longer playing the Flash. But we don't want to tell people that before the film comes
want
out
them to commit
because
to the film.
right,
And invest in the character, in the
I
actor.
fully agree with that, but wait till the reviews come out, and if he gets good reviews,
Nah, he won't.
But
Because
if
it's
he
the same.
does-
It's the same with Ben Affleck because the same thing happened with Ben
if he didn't
Affleck.
get sterling reviews of Batman,
Yeah, but do you know what? He's done too much. Ezra's done too. He's done too
oh
much.
no, I completely agree with you. But here's the
He's-
thing: I'm the elephant in the room. White boy, he's gonna get it. I'm what I'm saying.
Do you know what though? But I think even that can't save him.
Yeah.
Even that can't save him. And it's true.
That
he
was
has
the
got that
first
privilege.
two problems. He had the I'm white, let me through. you know.
But then he took the piss.
That's
So
it. He had the backstage pass, then he went into people's yards, and then he just got to.
So we can't cover this one.
Yeah.
What you
eh,
saying to piss
the
now?
one that really I'm waiting to see how that plays out is the grooming thing.
Yeah.
If that, you know what I mean, if that plays out against him,
But
he's
the
in
thing
trouble.
is that comment that Safran made, he was like, we've spoken to them because he's still referring him into like, the current he's being used as, but we've spoken to them and we're gonna make sure they get all the help they need. And then we'll speak to them again. Like it's that language. I was like, that says to me. I agree with his point. We're done with you, but there's that small little percentage of if this film comes out because he's playing the villain and the hero. In the movie. So he's a major part of the film itself.
But he also said something that was pretty like cut and dry. That it resets the DCU.
Yeah, because there's so much time travel and changes in it.
Right.
That's
So it
Shut
might
that motherfucker out.
right, but that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, if it resets the DCU, that means he's.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back a small part somewhere. Not his own film, but a small part.
I really
of
don't think he will.
somewhere.
I really don't think
He's
he
got
will.
to be done.
Yeah, I
He
really
has to-
Warner
be
Brothers
done.
cannot
Has to be
afford
done.
they can't.
to back. They're not in a position.
And I'm not, and I hear what Damien's saying because there's a contingent that want to see him back for whatever reason. Right.
There's nothing out there.
There is. I've seen him online and whatnot. There is a contingent. I'm not saying it's a large majority, but it's a sizable contingent.
And we're also basing on the fact that we follow movie news. Your general going movie audience
does not
who
know
the hell
about
knows
Ezra.
what he's done.
They don't,
Well,
we know about because we report on it.
That's true.
Has it
but
been on the BBC?
I think that
I don't know.
No.
I think that some people who are not like us, into the movie news and stuff, I've heard a few bits because there's been too many things that have come out.
I haven't seen it in mainstream news.
But you're right.
Why isn't it not in mainstream news?
You know why? If you don't have to.
Why?
We don't want you reporting on that.
And that's why I'm not saying you're not wrong, Damien. All I'm saying is that I don't think it's gonna happen.
Don't get me wrong, I agree, but it shouldn't.
But not even shouldn't.
There's a chance.
There is a chance. It might be a 0.1 chance, but there's a chance.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm not even disputing that.
No.
And if that happens, as I said in a previous video, I'm done with DC.
Yeah,
I'm done.
It's travesty.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Because there's people getting cancelled for doing. The guy who played Cyborg, Ray Fisher. He didn't do anything.
No.
Nothing at all.
And he's done as Cyborg. And this guy chokes people, breaking into people's houses, threatening to kill them.
Ducks people.
You know what I mean?
Drinks their drink.
grooming people.
Then he goes to someone's house and
yeah,
drink off the drink.
And then there's still a chance he can come back. Like, come on.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
At some point, you gotta have some morals.
He needs to go to the place of Noel Clark.
But yeah, man,
act together.
I'm not on that. So anyway, guys, what do you think about this whole news about Chapter 1 slate of DC Studios? Are you happy about it? Is there anything else you want to see in there? Leave some comments down below and let us know what you think, please. Yeah.